The role of children. During the war, the role of children in the United Kingdom was planned out. These children would have an annual gas mask drills. Many people and families were in constant fear of an air attack from the Germans. As you can see in the picture all the way to the left, many families still walked the streets when they were in danger from gas coming or if it had already been released. Schools were another thing that would continue on even if the school was out and the gas was strong in the air. Schools would carry on in church hallways normally. There were always gas masks where people went. In the household, when school was done for the day, it was challenging for many kids to get homework done. This was because there were some households that had been destroyed or others where they were in constant danger. Although the role of the children was not always glamorous during World War II in the UK, there was much pride when the war ended and they had won.
Role of women in the United Kingdom. Before the war started, women were looked on poorly, and they worked only in the home or as nurses. Once the war started, women had to take over for the missing men that were in war. Most men were in war or had no jobs. Women were not allowed to work in factories or industries. More than 40,000 women had jobs outside of the home or nursing. And the first photo to the left is women in the United Kingdom building during the war. The photo in the middle are nurses that worked for the Red Cross, one of the many jobs that they had. The last photo are women working in factories for one of the first times. Notice that there are no men because they were all in war. Jobs in the United Kingdom. Jobs in the UK were not limited during the war because everyone in the war needed supplies to fight. Industry was very limited on the war. The want for supplies was very high. In the photo to the right, there are men that need jobs. The UK government was in charge of everyone's jobs, so most men in war were homeless at the time. In the photo to the left, there are people working in a factory. They are making supplies for the war.
During World War II, many people who stayed back from the war and continued mandatory jobs needed something to entertain themselves with. Sports became one of the United Kingdom's biggest prides, specifically soccer. During the war, many men volunteered and were selected without choice. This meant leaving behind the children and wives. With that happening, many women went into long days at work and children needed entertainment, which brought sports to children. Soccer was the most popular sport in the UK during this time. British soccer player Stanley Matthews was labelled one of the best players all around and also one of the most well-known. Many people came to watch these games, but with the worry of bombing the stadium, capacity was limited to 8,000 people. And the picture to the right shows a Red Cross woman playing soccer. These women were doctors in the UK. The picture to the left was of Stanley in one of his games with fans behind him.
During World War II, food was really important. The supermarkets were destroyed by the bombers of the Axis team. The UK or Britain had 14 years of food rationing. The first ration food was bacon, sugar, tea, butter, and milk, and meat. Back then, there were no refrigerators, so there was no saving food. Some of the people decided to grow their own food for a change. Two of them helped planting and growing. Other people kept animals to eat. People collected waste to feed the pigs. During World War II, people listened to the radio about the news and daily stuff. The radio put on comedy shows, talks, and plays. The radio played music so the people in the factories would keep on working. There were telephone boxes, but they were air raid so it wouldn't work. Children played in the streets or on the fields to keep themselves busy. Also, children looked after themselves. People would write letters to men in the war to keep connected.